Hi friends, welcome to NetTalks Tamil. Today we are going to discuss about inter-VLAN routing by using layer 3 switch. Previously we have gone through the two methods of inter-VLAN routing, which is the option 1 is a traditional method and then option 2 is a router on stick. Now we are going to discuss about by using layer 3 switch. In the layer 3 switch, we need to create a switch virtual interface. How we have created sub interfaces in router. In similar method, we need to create a switch virtual interface. SVI is a logical interface on layer 3 switch which provides a layer 3 processing of packets to all switch ports associated with the particular VLAN. If I am creating a SVI on the VLAN 10, then that SVI which I have created, that will be the gateway of the VLAN 10 network. For example, if I'm creating a 20 interface, the VLAN 20, then the VLAN 20 gateway will be the SVI of 20. That we will be briefly explained in our upcoming slide lab. The same, the SVI can be used for the both management and routing services. But whereas L2 switch, whatever we are creating SVI, there is only one SVI is possible to create it. That's mainly used for management service. The process of inter-VLAN routing by L3 switch. Once the SVI is created, the respective VLAN act as a gateway for that, just like a sub interface of the router. The SVI whichever we are creating, that will be act as a default gateway for that particular VLAN. If inter-VLAN communicates needs to enabled, that traffic will come to the layer 3 switch. From layer 3 switch, it will process the routing. It will, from there, it will be taking a decision of routing to communicate from one network to another network. See, let's see in the example. Now, in this scenario, we have two VLANs, VLAN 10 and VLAN 20. VLAN 10 for HR team, VLAN 20 for sales team. These colors all represented to the VLAN 10. This green color is all represented to the VLAN 20 HR sales team. Now for this, we are going to create SVI here in L3 switch. This both switch to switch connectivity is trunk. This switch to switch connectivity is a trunk port. Trunk port means which allows the multiple VLANs to carry traffic. Let's see in our example. If you want to understand how to create an access port, trunk port, please go through my video which is available in my YouTube channel. Now here we are dragging down one layer 3 switch which is 3560. Now we are going to extend a connectivity between layer 2 switch to layer 3 switch. Let us configure a trunk port into layer 2 switch. Config mode. First we have to go to the enable. That is the privilege mode. Config T. Interface. FA0/4 which is connected to the layer 3 switch. Switch port mode trunk. Yeah, switch port mode. Now this port has a configured as a trunk. The trunk is normally used as a which protocol? Encapsulation protocol, that is .1q. Okay, here .1q we no need to give. Why? Because default the switch will take as a .1q. But older model switches and all, we need to especially mention it whether .1q or ISL. ISL is a Cisco proprietary protocol, but no more in current switches. Now it's a standard .1q and 802 1q only we are using it. So in switches we will mention as a .1q. Now let us assign a host name for the layer 3 switch. For easy identification, I am assigning host name as a layer 3 switch. Host name is configured. Let us configure interface. Interface FA0/1. This is a old model switch. We need to specifically mention as a .1q. Let us try with the command. What is the showing? Yeah, it is showing as the encapsulation method is not selected, so I could not able to, it could not able to make it as a trunk. So let us configure as a .1 queue encapsulation. Switch port mode trunk encapsulation method is .1 queue. Now manually we are forcing as a .1 queue, but a new model switches and all, we no need to use this command. By default it will take as a .1 queue. After that we need to enable trunk. Switch port mode trunk. Yeah, now switch port mode trunk is enabled. In this old model switch we have to add one more command, switch port trunk encapsulation .1 queue, before enabling trunk. Now let us create a two VLAN 10 and 20 here. VLAN 10 for sales team, VLAN 20 for HR team. Sorry, VLAN 10 for HR team, VLAN 20 for sales team. We have created a VLAN here for VLAN 10 and VLAN 20 as usual process. This is a, we'll call it as a L2 VLAN, layer 2 VLAN. The people, whatever we are creating, the normal VLAN, people will, for easy understanding, they will call it as layer 2 VLAN. Now whatever we have created, that is a layer 2 VLAN. Now we are going to create a switch virtual interface. Mostly people will call that as a layer 3 VLAN. Interface VLAN 10. We have creating a large switch virtual interface. Now we are assigning IP to that particular switch virtual interface. IP address 10.10.10.1, 255.255.255.0. Now we are going to create a virtual interface of 20 VLAN 20 interface VLAN 20 IP address 20.20.20.1, 255.255.255.0, which is gateway of VLAN 10 and 20. VLAN 10 gateway is 10.10.10.1, VLAN 20 gateway is 20.20.20.1. Now we have created a such virtual interface. To verify that, show IP interface brief. I have given as a show IP interface brief. Now I could able to see the VLAN 10 and VLAN 20. L3 VLAN is created, and now verifying show VLAN command to check the L2 VLAN is created or not. Now L3 VLAN is created, which is SVI. Now L2 VLAN also is there. Okay, for VLAN 10 and 20. Now let us ping a gateway from the VLAN 20 machine. ipconfig to find the IP address of system. This particular system IP is 20.20.20.4. I am able to ping a gateway 20.20.20.1, which is switch virtual interface. Now let's ping gateway of 10 from here. Yeah, I could able to ping, which is switch virtual interface of VLAN 20. I could able to reach till layer 3 switch. Now here is some catch is there. Let me explain about that catch as well. Now let us ping from VLAN 10 PC. ipconfig. Yeah, now I'm able to ping 10.10.10.1 from here, which is the switch virtual interface of VLAN 10, which is created in layer 3 switch. I'm able to ping. Now let's ping the PC of VLAN 20. Oh, I could not able to ping. Why? See, I could able to reach the gateway of 20. I could able to reach the gateway of 10, which is configured in the layer 3 switch, but I could not able to ping the PCs of the network, which is there. So there is a catch. We have a missed on configuration in layer 3 switch. Okay, before going to that, let's verify the trunk ports, and then let's enable that command which we needs to configure in layer 3 switch. Here also the same problem. Still, I'm not able to ping. The PC is 0. 20.20.4 I could not able to ping. We need to enable one command in the layer 3 switch. What is the command? Let's see now. See, whereas I'm able to ping the switch virtual interface, but I could not able to ping the PCs which is configured for the VLAN 20. I could my traffic able to reach till layer 3 switch. From layer 3 switch, it is not route, it's not forwarding to the respective PCs. Shows the trunk. Okay, the trunk looks fine. Okay, it's not a problem. Let's go move to the layer 3 switch. Here also the trunks it shows good. The trunks is allowed. All the VLANs, there is no restriction in the VLAN. Now let's verify the route. Before that, let's check the ARP, whether ARP is learning. Yes, ARP is learning. Then the communication is there from switch to all the PCs. But when the traffic is initiated from the one VLAN to another VLAN, that is not happening. The switch is not able to forward the traffic. Then there is a catch in routing. Okay, let's see the show IP route. If you give the show IP route command, default gateway is not set. So this L3 switch is not enabled with routing. It is acting as a layer 2 switch. Now we need to enable a routing, IP routing. Config mode, you have to enable IP routing. Post giving a command IP routing, if you give show IP route, it will show the connected interface. The VLAN C is a connected network of layer 3 switch, and then VLAN 20 is connected network of layer 3 switch, where SVI is there. Gateway is there, L3 switch. Now if you try to ping, it will ping it. Now I am able to ping. After enabling the IP routing, I am able to ping the PC. So that I am instructing this route perform a routing. See, by default it will not get enabled. We need to enable IP routing. Then only this L3 switch will perform a routing. Now I'm able to ping the PCs from VLAN 10 to VLAN 20. Yeah, the first packet is for learning ARP. Once ARP is learned, it will ping continuously. Now everything is communication is happening properly without issues. Now I am able to ping from PC 2 to PC 0, which is from VLAN 20 to VLAN 10. Yes, communication looks fine. After enabling IP routing in layer 3 switch, now it started communicating. Okay, there are 3 steps. We need to enable a trunk port between layer 2 switch and layer 3 switch, and then we need to create a switch virtual interface, which is we'll call it as a layer 3 VLAN, layer 3 VLAN, yeah, or L3 VLAN. And then we need to enable IP routing in the core layer multi-layer switch, which is L3 switch, which we'll call it as a core switch. This scenario will be used in the most of the enterprises network under the L3 switch, that we'll call it as a core switch. From that core switch, there will be multiple VLANs are created, which is a SVI. From there, respective VLAN will get communicated. Hope this video makes clear about the SVI or layer 3 switch using inter-VLAN routing. Thanks for watching Net Talks Tamil. Please like it, share it, subscribe it. If you have any doubt, please drop your doubt in comment box. It will be addressed in upcoming video.